A job keeps you poor. The moment you receive a salary, your brain dies. The job was created as part of the system for you to be a failure. I know it's hard to hear this, but it's real, and the sooner you understand it, the better. It is essential to understand that the educational system was designed to teach you to be a doctor, a lawyer, a specialist, but never about money. The poor will always be among us because it starts here, in your words, and words become action. But when they say they can't afford something or that they can't do something, they give up, they become what they say. I've met many people who say, I can't afford this, I think I'm a financial disaster. My father, with a PhD, used to say, do you think I'm a money-making machine? I can't afford this. And my rich dad used to tell me, that's why you're poor. Poor people always say they can't afford something, or that they can't do, or that they don't have time. They're just excuses. It's easy to say you can't afford something, or that you're tired, or that you can't go to the gym when you could, but you don't. The truth is you're too busy to go to the gym. My rich dad used to say, instead of saying I can't afford it, ask yourself, how can I afford it? A question opens the mind, a statement closes it. When you say you can't afford something, you close your mind and become what you say. People who are at home struggling financially, worried about money, or confused, may be making money, but they don't know what to do with it. They were probably taught that way. Their brains were conditioned that way. If you don't have a job and work hard, you'll never get rich, etc. Poverty was passed on, taught in their families. And the middle class was also taught in families. Until you change your way of thinking, money won't help you. We see this in people who win the lottery. Even when they win a lot of money, they continue to have the same problems because they have the mindset of a poor person. If you're poor, you'll always be poor. It's really hard for people to understand this. Money will disappear quickly. Like most athletes who make millions of dollars, and 6% of them are broke 5 years later because they come from poor families. The money was offered to them, but what does financial freedom really mean? It is simply the ability to live the lifestyle you want without worrying about money. It's about taking control of your finances instead of being controlled by them. It's a journey, not a destination, and every journey begins by recognizing the signs. If you are starting your journey or are already moving forward, these signs can serve as milestones that guide you to a future where money is a tool, not a source of stress. It's not just about wealth, it's about peace of mind. Let's start. Start with sign number 1. You have multiple sources of income. Imagine yourself in the middle of a field with several rivers flowing towards you, each river representing an income. In this case, this is the concept of having multiple sources of income. It's not about putting all your eggs in one basket, but rather about diversifying. You can make money from a full-time job, part-time job, a side business, investments, or even passive income. Why is it important? Well, it's simple. Having multiple sources of income means you don't depend on a single source. If one runs out, you have another to support you. It's like a safety net, a cushion against the unexpected. This softens the impact of any financial turbulence. But more than that, it's about growth, expanding your horizons, and opening up new financial possibilities. Sign number 2, you have a budget and follow it. A personal budget is more than just numbers. It's a strategy created to manage your money effectively and pave the way for financial freedom. Think of it as your financial GPS. You wouldn't embark on a trip without a map, right? Well, your financial journey needs a well-planned budget. It helps you understand where your money is going, allowing you to take control and make informed decisions about your spending habits. In addition, a budget brings clarity, helps you prioritize your spending, save more, and avoid unnecessary spending. The beauty of it is that when you stick to your budget, you are less likely to find yourself in debt or living paycheck to paycheck. So whether you are an entrepreneur or an employee, having a budget and sticking to it is a significant step towards financial freedom. Remember, a budget is a map to financial freedom. Sign number 3, you are debt-free. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Debt is a heavy burden that many of us carry and represents a major obstacle to financial freedom. Imagine 2 people. One is trapped in the debt trap, constantly struggling with monthly payments, interest, and bills. The other is debt-free, paid off their debts, and sleeps peacefully, knowing they owe nothing to anyone. Their money is completely theirs to use as they please, whether to invest, save, or spend. Being debt-free isn't just about not owing money. It's about having the freedom to make decisions, take risks, and plan for the future without the constant worry of paying off debts. It's about living life on your own terms. So, hurry up and get rid of debt, as this is a fundamental sign of financial freedom. Sign number 4, you have an emergency fund. An emergency fund is like your financial superhero, ready to save the day when unexpected expenses arise, such as sudden car repairs or an unexpected medical bill. Having an emergency fund means you have already saved enough money to cover at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It's not about wasting money or being overly cautious. It's about being prepared, because life can surprise you, and the last thing you want is to be caught off guard. This fund acts as a safety net, providing peace of mind and financial stability. It means you don't have to panic or mess with your savings when an unexpected expense comes your way. So how is your emergency fund doing? Remember, it's your financial safety net. Make sure you have it. Sign number 5. You are investing for the future. Investing is not just about accumulating money. It's about making your money work for you, like planting seeds today that will grow into a leafy tree tomorrow. Imagine this. Instead of buying a shopping bag today, you buy a fruit tree. Sure, it will take time for the tree to grow, but when it does, you will have an endless supply of fruit. That is the power of investment. You are not just thinking about the present. You are planning for the future, for next year, for the next decade. Investment can manifest itself in several ways, such as investing in stocks, real estate, or even your own business. The key is to find an investment that fits your financial goals and your risk tolerance. Investing for the future is a sure sign that you are on the path to financial freedom. Sign number 6, you are constantly learning about personal finance. Financial freedom is not just about accumulating wealth, but about understanding how money works and making it work for you. This means that you are not just sitting on the sidelines. You are actively seeking information, reading books, attending seminars, or following reputable financial advice channels. You understand that the world of finance is constantly changing, with new laws, new investment opportunities, and new technologies that affect your finances. So, you're open to these changes, not afraid to ask questions or seek guidance when something doesn't make sense. You know that every piece of knowledge you acquire is another tool in your financial toolbox. And best of all, you get excited about learning. Learning about personal finance is not a chore. It's a journey that takes you to the final destination, financial freedom. Remember, knowledge is power. The more information you have about personal finance, the closer you are to financial freedom. Finally, we come to sign number 7. You have financial goals and are actively working towards them. This is not just about dreaming or wishing for wealth, but about setting concrete financial goals and taking the necessary steps to achieve them, whether it's saving for a home purchase, investing in a small business, or setting aside money for retirement. These goals are the map that leads you to financial freedom. The key here is active action. It's not enough just to set goals. You need to put your work into practice, make sacrifices, and stay committed even when it's challenging. You need to track your progress, adjust when necessary, and celebrate the small victories along the way. Remember, financial freedom doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, and every journey begins with a single step. Your financial goals are those steps. So, set your goals, put them into practice, and actively work towards them. It's a sign that you're on the path to financial freedom. Investing in something that generates cash flow, like rentals, can cover your monthly expenses. The rich don't work for money, they work for assets, because that's always been proven. They always had their assets working for them. It is very important to understand what kind of asset you want and what makes an asset. I believe that the best asset is like a hen that lays golden eggs. Some people think the egg is valuable, and I guess there's some truth to that. But when you can find an asset that produces and is a cash flow generator, I truly believe you have found a valuable asset. At this point, there are 4 basic asset classes: commodities like oil, gold, silver, pork, stocks and bonds, which are paper assets, real estate assets such as land and buildings, and business assets, such as a business that you manage and run. Look at your personality, your skills, your desires, and your passions. Some people ask if they have what it takes to be an entrepreneur and start a business, while others prefer to buy something like Warren Buffett does. In my case, I like to invest in real estate and use leverage. I'm good at negotiating and have skills in that regard, and I like the idea of commodities to protect my money or my business. It all comes down to just a few categories, which makes investing less complex. The first thing to figure out is which class is best for you. I'm wondering what asset class you should invest in. Should you invest in all of them or focus on one of them? It depends on what you like to do and what you are most comfortable with. I personally invest in real estate. I understand real estate, but I don't understand the business, so I don't invest in it. So it's a matter of being comfortable with what you choose and what you are willing to learn and invest in. You need to take the first step. Some people never acquire an asset because they are afraid of losing money. And that becomes a "what if I lose money" mindset. Because many people consider investing risky and scary. We say that the investment itself is not risky. It is the uninformed investor who is risky. However, you need to acquire knowledge to invest wisely. Many people read books and attend seminars, but eventually they need to acquire an asset. Many people suffer from analysis paralysis. They want to understand everything so well that they never take risks. You need to be willing to make some mistakes. That's normal when you're starting. It's not something that comes naturally. I believe you need to be open to the idea that you don't know everything. I believe that you need to be a little humble and put your ego aside, and many times people don't do that. I lost a lot of money in the business market, invested in my company, and lost everything. Invested in real estate, and also lost money. If I had had a better education and asked better questions, I probably wouldn't have invested in these types of assets. Nowadays, there is a lot of valuable information available. There has never been a better time to learn online. However, the average person follows a financial advisor, a real estate agent, or an insurance broker and learns nothing because they are salespeople. There is nothing wrong with being a salesperson, but they do not value knowledge for your system. We live in an advisory culture where people want to know what to buy. I get these questions all the time. What are you investing in now? Do you like gold? Do you like Bitcoin? What should I buy? But few people are looking for lessons to learn. It's a different approach to counseling. The culture of counseling enriches Wall Street. Unfortunately, I believe that people think that paper assets are part of Wall Street, but they are not. Wall Street is about advice. They focus on something called assets under management. Their goal is to manage your money for you. So when someone starts learning about paper assets, they usually start with company stocks. They say, I'm going to own a part of a company. If I have Coca-Cola stock, I'm in business, and I don't have to rely on Wall Street to manage it for me. I can receive dividends without worrying about these intermediaries. Lastly, don't worry. It's never too late to start. We encourage you to apply these principles and share your experiences in the comments. Well, I hope you found this video amazing and helpful. Remember, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our videos. Until next time.